And it looks like we're underway here in our next race, which is the men's varsity pair final, the Bob Nygaard Cup. Bob Nygaard Cup, the men's varsity pair, out on to the race course now.
That's right, and just so I can give you an update here and some lane assignments as we start to emerge from the trees here on our screen. Obviously, you guys can look down the course a little bit, and you should see them shortly. Give it a few minutes here to shake out a little bit. But it is lane 1, Union. Lane 2, Drexel. Lane 3, Oklahoma City. Lane 4, Stetson. Lane 5, Mercyhurst, and lane 6, Lafayette. And as soon as we get, again, a better camera angle here, we will give you some better placings. Look, as I speak here, beautiful drone footage again from above. Joe, please give us some spots here. Give us some placings.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a battle for first here between Oklahoma City and Stetson. Let's give the advantage to Stetson there in lane 4. Looks like maybe in third, the battle for third here between, at the moment, Union and Lafayette in the outside lanes, and then another close race there between Drexel and Mercyhurst on the inside 2 lanes of that, but in 5th and 6th place. So there you see Stetson in lane 4, out in front of Oklahoma City in lane 3. So a little bit of context for this men's varsity pair. Oklahoma City, the fastest time in the time trial, and again the fastest time in the semifinal yesterday, winning their semifinal over Mercyhurst by about 30 seconds. Stetson, on the other side, also won. They had the second fastest time in the time trial. They also won their semifinal by about a margin of 8 seconds over Drexel. So Oklahoma City and Stetson here, your favorites, and you see there, into the first 750 meters of the race, Stetson with about 2 seats over Oklahoma City. But other than that, not too much to separate them. Looks like Stetson with a slightly higher stroke rate at the moment, but only just barely.
Okay, so can I elaborate on that, because I think we have a reason for this higher rate. The Stetson pair of Ethan and Chris were here for the Connect Cup again, and they got silver the following weekend, took gold at Sierra. This is a very experienced pair, but they lost to Oklahoma City at the Connect Cup, and they are here for a rematch. And that may be the reason that we are seeing some of these higher rates, because you better believe that these guys are out for blood.
Yeah, so they don't want to allow Oklahoma City to get out to that big lead that we've seen them get out to in some of the other races with this pair, specifically in their semifinal. There was really no catching them. But as we approach the halfway point here, it is still Stetson, maybe now increasing their lead up to a length over Oklahoma City. The race for third place is 4 boats across. I would like to point that out. Every other boat in the race currently in competition for the bronze medal through 1,000 meters. Meanwhile, we have 2 boats here battling it out. And as you said, there's history between these 2 boats, which just adds to that dramatic factor. Stetson likely knows what kind of race this Oklahoma City boat is capable of. And at this point, with half the race left, they're just going to try and hang on here after flying out there at a really high rate.
Well, I certainly love to see a revenge row here. I think we've all been in that position where we have a little bit of blood and a little bit of fire lit at the starting line when we have another crew with a target on their back that we would love to beat. So it's really exciting to watch these races that have a little bit of a history, a little bit of a rivalry going on, and we will see if Oklahoma City will be able to defend that title that they have just recently gotten, or if Stetson will be able to find that next gear that maybe they didn't even know they had and overtake Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it looks like, and as we're on our launch cam here following some of our crews competing for this bronze medal, we see Lafayette there in lane 6 and Mercyhurst next to them in lane 5. Again, a nice shot here of the rowers in the men's varsity pair from Lafayette and Mercyhurst.
Yeah, I really want to point out this beautiful shot here that we see, especially Lafayette here. This is a great example because they're very clear in our screen. You can look at the surge of the boat here. So in a pair like this, you can see exactly where the power curve peaks in these athletes' strokes here. So they get their blades in the water, and when their knees are connected, they're almost all the way down. You can see their arms completely outstretched, which means they're fully connected in the water. So every muscle from head to toe is actually engaged at that part of the race, and that is where you see the boat actually lifted up at the highest point out of the water. So very cool to see that up close and personal as we cross the 1,000-meter mark. If I saw the sign correctly here, again, we've been very up close and personal with these crews. So let's get a better shot here of where we actually are on the course.
Yeah, it looks like we're under 500 meters left to go here for our leaders. That's Stetson there out in front, and Oklahoma City now. Both of them raising the rate now. Oklahoma City with a little bit of speed here. Again, Stetson has held them off for 1,500 meters. Can Oklahoma City claw their way back into it? 250 meters left to go, and here we go. Now we see it. Oklahoma City has dragged their way back into this race. Again, at the 1,000-meter mark, we saw that Stetson was up by a length, and now Oklahoma City into the lead. Every stroke they take a full seat. Oh, man, what an impressive finish here. Stetson did everything they can, and now as Oklahoma City has made the pass, a deflated-looking Stetson boat there, and Oklahoma City now opening up water with 100 meters left to go, and it looks like the Bob Nygaard Cup will be awarded to the pair from Oklahoma City as Stetson, with a great, valiant effort, knew what Oklahoma City was capable of, went out super fast, unable to hold them off for 2,000 meters.
Right, I have the Oklahoma pair rowing at a 40 here that just made the move. They threw the punches right at Stetson there, and I believe it is too late for Stetson to respond at this point. They have simply run out of water, but not out of the will to finish strongly. So incredible race, guys. Thank you so much for giving us a little something to cheer for. That was a very exciting rivalry race, but we still have races going on for third place. So as soon as we get a view on that.
And it looks like Mercyhurst will take the bronze here, followed closely by Drexel, and then Lafayette and Union in sixth. And that was, of course, the Bob Nygaard Cup. We want to give a special shout out to our national referee here, Brad Nygaard. Brad, who does so much work to put this broadcast together, let alone the rest of the event here.